My name is Maria. I am 58 years old. I live alone in a small apartment on the third floor. It is very quiet here. Too quiet for me. It was not always like this. I used to have a house full of noise and life. I got married at 22 years old. My husband, Carlos, worked long hours at the factory. I stayed home and took care of everything else. I cooked 3 full meals every single day. I washed the family clothes by hand for many years. I cleaned the floors before anyone else woke up. We had 3 children together, 2 boys and a girl. I loved them more than I ever loved myself. Maybe that was my first mistake. I never stopped to think about what I wanted. I only ever thought about what they needed. When the children were small, I had quiet dreams. I wanted to learn English one day. I wanted to travel, even just a little bit. But there was always something more urgent than my dreams. A school meeting, a sick child, a broken pipe. My dreams kept waiting and waiting and waiting some more. Carlos passed away when I was 44 years old. That was the hardest and loneliest year of my life. But my children were still close to me back then. They came home every weekend without me asking. We sat together, ate together, and talked for long hours. My oldest son, Diego, found a good job in another city. He called every Sunday at first. I looked forward to it. Then he called every 2 weeks. Then once a month. Then I stopped counting the days between his calls. My daughter, Lucia, got married and moved very far away. Her husband's family slowly became her real family. I told myself I understood, but understanding did not stop the pain. My youngest son, Roberto, was always the closest to me. He was the one who still hugged me at the front door. He was the one who always remembered my birthday. 3 years ago, Roberto moved abroad for a new job. He told me it was a wonderful opportunity for his future. I smiled wide and told him I was so proud of him. I was proud. I am still proud of him today. But the night he left, I sat alone in the kitchen. I looked at his empty chair for a very long time. The phone calls became shorter and shorter after that. I am busy, Mama. I will call you later, I promise. But later never came as quickly as I needed it to. Maybe you know this feeling. You give everything you have to the people you love most. And then one day you look around and the house is empty. And you begin to wonder, did any of it really matter? Did they ever stop to truly see me? Last year, my birthday fell on a Tuesday morning. I woke up early and checked my phone. There was nothing. I went to the kitchen and made myself a small vanilla cake. I put a single candle on top, because that was all I had. I sat down at the table alone and sang to myself quietly, "Happy birthday, Maria." I blew out the candle and watched the small smoke rise. Then I cried. Not for a long time, just for a few minutes. Because even strong women need to cry sometimes. Diego called me 3 days after my birthday. He said he was very sorry. Things had been so busy. I told him it was completely fine. I always say that. I always say it is fine. But that birthday morning was a turning point for me. I sat at that empty table and I made a quiet decision. I had spent 36 years of my life living for other people. It was finally time to live just a little for myself. I remembered my old dream about learning English. I found a beginner class at the community center nearby. The class was free every Tuesday morning, no cost at all. I almost did not go. I felt too old and too embarrassed. But I put on my good coat and I went anyway. There was a woman named Sophia sitting next to me in class. She was 61 years old, older than me by 3 years. She laughed loudly at her own mistakes and simply kept going. I liked her immediately and completely. After class that day, we walked together to a small cafe. We ordered 2 coffees and talked for nearly 2 full hours. I could not remember the last time I talked for that long. I still check my phone every single morning when I wake up. Some days there is a message from one of my children. Some days there is nothing at all. I still feel the sadness on certain quiet evenings. I will not lie. But I am not just waiting anymore. That part has changed. I am learning new words. I am walking new streets. I am sitting with new friends in warm, small cafes. I am finally, slowly, becoming someone again. My name is Maria. I am 58 years old. I spent my whole life working for a family that forgot me. But I have not forgotten myself, and it is never too late to begin again.